Hello and welcome to another video in our 2020 player profile series for the fantasy season. You're right, Sean?
Very good. Yeah, if you're watching our profile videos, please go back and look at some of the others if you haven't seen them all. They are really worth watching, and don't be afraid to share them. So, I think there's some great value in
and
these.
we'd like to hear your comments on them as well. So, what particular players, where you stand. So, okay, we've got an interesting one. He plays for the Dirty Eagles, Philadelphia.
Okay. Yeah.
Tight end, he's going ADP of 47, Zac Ertz.
Yeah. No, I won't be touching him all year. No, he's on my avoid list this year. 22% of the offense went through him there last year in the Eagles. So you could argue what's not to like.
And he might have a better opportunity this year.
What's not to like? I just think there's
He seems like quite good to me. 22% of the offense.
Yeah, well, that's fine. But he often injured. He's missed loads of games, and I've got real durability issues around him. And I think the clever players Dallas Goedert in Philadelphia. Actually,
I do like Dallas Goedert.
Yeah, I know you do. I can totally understand why. I think he meets the eye test. I think he's naturally the obvious heir to the throne. I think there's a real chance that, strangely, Ertz gets injured early, and this guy massively steps on and moves forward. So I really like it. I mean, I much prefer that situation than Ertz. I mean, you're paying a huge premium at 47. I'd rather have some of the wide receiver talent around, which will massively outperform Ertz's scores. I mean, I don't want to tie. I think
if Alshon Jeffrey's going to miss 6 games on the PUP,
which is about right. That's what he misses.
He gets 22% of the offense as it is. That could well go up. Deshaun Jackson. Never fit. I mean, you've done a little piece for our draft guide where you said how many games you highlighted how many games Alshon Jeffrey and Deshaun Jackson actually missed, and it's a frightening number. So
it's quite telling.
I'll put Zac Ertz right up there.
Yeah, but he also
firing line for all these targets.
But he also misses a lot of games.
He doesn't miss many games, to be fair.
He misses games. He misses games.
Doesn't miss games. He doesn't. Not really. Not compared to Alshon Jeffrey and Deshaun Jackson.
No, fair enough.
Not many people do.
Yeah, fair enough. He'll miss 1 or 2. It's generally what he misses every year. That might be wear and tear and age. That can happen. That's fair enough. I'll go with that.
31 or something.
I do think that it's just a question of
value. If you're doing a projection, then let's do it a different way.
You preach value, right? So, the truth of it is at value at 47. At 47, that means my tight end has to deliver high numbers. Has to. He's got to be tight end 3. He's got to be at 47. That's what you're predicting. That's what's going to happen.
I think he could easily do that.
Well, I don't think there's enough value at tight end 47 to warrant the pick. I would think there are better players with a much bigger, higher upside. And I can get a tight end that might give me 20 fantasy points less.
So you're not against the player per se. It's more that you prefer other players around him. I guess that's how you judge a player, whether you like them or not, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, look,
the value you're going to get.
I mean, no one can say whether Zac Ertz is going to bust. I'm certainly not going to.
How many catches do you reckon he'll have? 100? Got to be up there with 100 catches, hasn't he?
I think he could. Yeah, I think he could probably get close to 100 catches. It's possible if he stays relatively healthy, misses 1 or 2 games only.
1,000 yards, like 8 touchdowns.
Hey, I'm not going to dismiss the fact that he can get about 135 to 140 in points. It's possible, but at that ADP, I can just get players that get me more, and I can get a tight end that could give me 20 less, and I'm picking 9 rounds later or something. I'm going to take that every time. Sorry, I'm just not interested.
We're not big fans of tight end. I'm trying to sell him to you. You're not having it. You're not buying.
No, he could be there every time, and it's true because I've never owned him once. So
I haven't either. I don't think. I don't think I've ever owned him either because I don't draft a tight end and quarterback. Always draft late, so I never end up.
Yeah, I mean, I can take a quarterback argument early, slightly. I've got no argument for tight ends at all. I can't find one. So I'm just going to avoid. You can never tell what they're going to do on any given year. And I think the Eagles are very unpredictable because they spread the ball around so much. And I'm sure you're right. We looked at the stats and 22% of the catches went through Ertz. And I think that's about the maximum load that you could see, even no matter who drops down, who gets injured, everything else. He got that last year with players dropping off. So I think that's it. I think that's as the maximum. What you saw last year is probably the ceiling. Can he get there or thereabouts again? Probably, yes. If he does what he did, I can't see any reason why he shouldn't. So, I can't argue the points. It's just I think there are better players.
Okay, well, that's what fantasy's all about. Drafting, you got to make these tough decisions. He's not one for you. He's not one for me either.
Yeah. Okay.
I can't be celebrating Eagles touchdowns being a Dallas fan. So it's
no.
That's why I can't own Carson Wentz either. It's
yeah.
But who would want to own him anyway? To be honest. Rubbish.
Well, he's another one that misses games.
Well, he didn't last year. He played all 16 last year.
Yes, he did very well last year.
He sort of turned up for 16. He played in about half of them. Anyway, he's still good enough to beat Dallas, which is upsetting, but we won't go there. No. Okay. If you are a buyer of Ertz, I can see an argument. I think he'll lead the team in receptions. If you're playing PPR, maybe. Or
there is one argument.
Tight end premium, maybe.
There is one argument. There is one argument that was raised that is a very fair argument. Can't argue it. This is for tight ends, and Zac Ertz would fall into this range. That was raised. That argument was put through various mediums, Instagram and various other sites. When it's a very, very, very small league, 8 to 10 teams, there is a scarcity of position. I get it because you're trying to get the edge over your competition.
Yeah, so it's smaller.
I understand that. That's fair enough. But generally, for 12, because most of the leagues were in a 12-plus teams, and often 14 or 16 in the case that we join, because we like that tricky ride, really hard ride to get success. Perhaps we're gluttons, but yeah. I do get it on the small leagues. Then that's fair enough. Maybe you're looking for that scarcity of position. That's okay. I get that. You can make a good argument there.
Yep, no, that's a good point actually. So it's horses for courses really for things like that. Okay, I suppose he wouldn't be. If you're playing in the 10-team league, you're talking 5th round, so you've got 2 running backs, 2 wide receivers if you want already. So
yeah.
You can see why you might be more tempted at that point. Okay, all right. Thanks very much, Sean. If you've enjoyed the video, give us a thumbs up, subscribe for more, and we'll see you on the next one.
Take care.